What's happening, fam? L.A.R movement still moving. Book entitled Lessons from a Non-Custodial Father. Amazon Kindle Create Space. How important is family? The older I get, the more I see people who say family is important and family first. But only few people actually make that a reality. Only few people actually make sacrifices for family. Only few people respect the sanctity of family. There are only a few families who will give and take. You know, it seems like people are manipulating family and the idea that family's first. Because it seems to be that when people want to use family to get ahead, people bring up family first. But when people are needed to help family get ahead, uh, people are out for self. You know, people will show up. You know, I said it before. People show up to the funeral crying, um, and be in succession, trying to for the reading of the will, plotting. So is family really important? You know, we got parents out here who didn't take care of their children, talking about families first because they were doing them, but then they want their children to take care of their siblings because their parents can't do it. Talking about family first. You know, you got marriages ending over some of the most ridiculous shit that you can come to think of. But when these families split up, you know, the kids go somewhere, the husband and the wife goes their separate ways, but they don't try to keep the family a productive unit. There's no mutual respect there. There's no care for the other person's life and situation. There's no um, care for the well-being of all the parties who were a family, who quote unquote not a family no more, but you still really a family because you got a family together. You know, family doesn't take credit for other families' work. You know, that's part of the divorce. You want to take everything from somebody out of a divorce, and at the same time you want to see them suffer. You was never family to begin with, because families fail with each other. You know, you can say the same thing about family courts. People abuse the family court system to get over on another person, and they continue to abuse it because this is illegal. There's some of these things are necessary and they're legal and they're right. True. Some of these things are unnecessary and they're legal and they're dead ass wrong, but people use them to get over. But of course, families first. People collect child support for years, damn near 2 decades in some cases, and their kids wind up being grown, broke on their own, and having to take on massive debt because family didn't look out for family's well-being. So is family really first? You know, people want to interject themselves, and people are actors, award-winning actors, to try to find themselves a space in someone else's family so they could come up and then try to give the what is that? The pirates used to say the booty, to their other family, using one person who you use the we family card with, and then you throw them under the bus and rob them and say, oh, me and my real family going to party, but family's first. And that family even rob your ass after you rob somebody else. We got family out here molesting family. We got family covering for molesters and families, swearing at families first. We got families lying to family members about, paternity, about income, but families first. You got families that have kids who got settlements, and the family ran through the money and can just give the kid but we had to look out for the family first. But the person you robbed ain't got shit to show for it. But families first. You got families teaching dysfunctional behavior to children, and when they become teenagers and then young adults, they throw them out into the world, knowing that the things that they taught them didn't work, are not going to work. But they tell them, you grown, you on your own. I don't know what to tell you. So you prepare them for failure while under the guise of telling them how much you love them. And when real life starts cracking them upside the head because you taught them all the wrong things in life, now all of a sudden, fuck them. But families first. You got family members who, after all of the fuckery that they've done, and have other family members who had to succeed in spite of their family, who had to go through adversity that their families not only put them through but perpetuated. And those people still came out on top. And now those same family members want to come around and say, you need to take care of the family because family's first. And people forget, Cain killed Abel. Family wasn't first. Joseph's brother threw him into slavery because family wasn't first. Because we got a lot of religious people out here, the prodigal son had to just act a complete ass and go into the world and be stupid. Because fuck what the family was doing for him. Ran back, fucked up, but thought the world was better than family because family's first. Sometimes your friends become family because of their loyalty, and sometimes your friends could be Judas. Break bread with you and stab your ass in the back. Feel guilty about stabbing you in the back, but doesn't change what happened. Business partners do the same thing. People, they hide behind, we like family. Those lines right there, you see how much family they are when them checks start coming. Let's see. Because family don't skim off the top from family, but say family's first. See, this world in itself, this society is fake as hell. For the majority of it. And one of the lies people perpetuate and use to get over in this fake ass society is family being first. At the end of the day, if family's first, then your family's actions towards you will show that you put the family first. Because a lot of people who family is actually first, they ain't got to say much. Their sacrifices speak for them. You know, the effort that they put in over the years speaks for them. The times they showed up when nobody else was there speaks for them. The times that they had to get into it with family members to, to, to make them accomplish the things that they said they wanted to accomplish speaks for them. The family members who risked life and limb for another family member to survive or get ahead in life, that speaks volumes. But all this, family first shit. If you talking it and you ain't walking it, shut the fuck up. Cause family's only family when family's there for the good times and the bad times. That's all I'm saying about that. Peace.